Hey, welcome back, everyone, for another Slim Sports interview. As always, I am your host, Jay Slim, and joining me today is a ASUN First Team All-Conference member and the 2023 ASUN Freshman and Sixth Man of the Year, racking up the awards already just 2 years into his college career. A 6-foot guard for North Alabama, Jacari Lane. How's it going, man?
It makes it a 2-point game.
Boy, how big is this possession? Lane with 23. Gets to the baseline. Underneath, he does.
It's going great. Thanks for having me on here, man.
Absolutely, man. You have a great style of play, man. You've helped your team out a lot. Just 2 years into your career, I mean, you've done so much. I mentioned those awards. I mean, this past season, you averaged around 15 points per game, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Like I mentioned before, earning first team All-ASUN Conference honors for the Lions. You're the leading scorer for your team, and you're the leading guy, the captain for the Lions. There's pretty much no dispute about that. Obviously, this past season was your sophomore year. You took that step up from your freshman year from before, obviously. Talk to me real quick about this past season, the what that kind of did for you, what you kind of learned for yourself as a member of the Lions.
I'll really say just, having older guys around me that's, teaching me the game, like guys like KJ Johnson, Dane Forrest, guys like that was just, on me in the summer about having a bigger role as far as my voice and, just leading my team.
Absolutely. And you helped lead them. Non-conference schedule, you guys had a very tough schedule in non-conference. I know you guys ended up going against Kansas State, took them into overtime, lost to them by, I believe it was just 2 points, so real competitive there. A couple of other high major teams on that schedule went 8-8 in ASUN play, but you guys ended up beating Lipscomb in the first round of that ASUN tournament. So you guys were kind of back and forth throughout the season. How would you really describe this past season for your team as a whole and what you guys kind of learned from that experience?
It definitely showed like what type of team we was. We fought a lot of adversity, but we stayed together through the whole time. That shows a lot about this team, like the chemistry that we had throughout those times, and we just stayed together and fought hard, and we found a way.
Yeah, you guys definitely found a way. Ended up running into a very tough Austin P team that ended your season, unfortunately. But I know that was big for, I believe it was KJ Simpson who used to play at Lipscomb, where you guys ended up beating them. So I'm sure that meant a lot to him, obviously. So you guys did have that success here and there. You yourself, I want to talk about your freshman season real quick. For most players, they come into the college ranks and they kind of have that wall that they hit, going from being the best guy in high school to, now you're playing with these grown men in college. What was it for you where you were able to kind of make that transition so easily, it just seemed, because you were averaging nearly 15 points a game as a freshman as well?
I really say just believing in the coaching staff and believing in my teammates. It came a lot with them guys just putting positive things in my ear like throughout the whole season, and like they kind of did it. They kind of did a thing for me. So throughout the season, I was just confident going on the court. I knew like if I messed up, I knew my teammates, they had my back through it all. So I just say like my teammates putting positive things in my ear and me just having that confidence out there.
Absolutely, man. Having that confidence definitely helped you out a lot. You actually didn't really start a whole lot of games your freshman season, even though you were, I believe, the second leading scorer. You played 33 games, only started 8 of them. You had a veteran guy in Daniel Ortiz that was in front of you, as well as some of those other names that you've mentioned. Um, you ended up being named Sixth Man of the Year in the ASUN as well as Freshman of the Year. So obviously getting those awards. But as a guy that, you know the impact that you're making. You know that your team is better when you're on the court being able to do what you do. How did you kind of embrace that role coming off the bench as the sixth man?
I mean, it's a blessing. Most guys will die to be in this position that I'm in. I just got to take advantage of that. I can't do nothing but embrace it because I mean, this is the position that God put me in. So I'm thankful and I take advantage of it.
Yeah, and that earned you the recognition that you got. You were unanimous to the all freshman team as a freshman. Obviously, like I mentioned, freshman of the year, sixth man of the year, and then this year you were first team all conference. What does that mean to you so early into your college career to already get these kinds of awards and get that recognition for what you've been able to do for the Lions?
I mean, it means a lot to me. It's a blessing, obviously, but I know the work that I put in and day out to get me to where I am right now. So, like I said, I'm just now getting started. I'm gonna keep going and keep working.
Definitely, man. Now you're entering your junior year, obviously your third year playing college ball, sticking at North Alabama, being able to continue to take those steps up. I know you talked about how this past season, you had those veteran guys still talking to you, you're helping out. Now that you're kind of turning into one of those veteran guys for your team, how are you looking to step up to be able to help your team and help these younger guys, newcomers, to your program to lead them to an ASUN championship next year?
Like you said, like I had the veteran guys around me, so now I'm experienced. So I feel like I've already been through it, so it's gonna be easy for me to just, get a younger guys the blueprint that the guys gave to me last year. So, um, it come a lot down to like just being experienced and like going through it.
Yeah, having that experience definitely helps. Obviously, you have the experience that you've gotten going against high level competition. The ASUN is no joke. Austin P and Stetson both showed that you guys are going against very talented players every single night. You individually, obviously, your game has developed already a little bit. Your scoring is absolutely incredible. You and I were talking before. I used to work at FGC. I've seen you play in person. You drop 20 on us pretty much every time you play the Eagles. So wasn't fun for my team, but I'm sure that was fun for you. But also being able to average 4 assists a game, you're able to find your teammates open. You average about a steal a game as well, working on the defensive end. What in your mind do you feel like you still need to improve on in order to take that next step as a player and a leader for your team?
Um, I really say defensively, just taking more pride in just being a better defender. Also, I say off the dribble three ball, finishing at the rim, getting stronger and stuff like that. And I feel like that's like the next step in my game that's gonna take me to another level. So that's the thing. Them the things that I need to work on for sure.
Yeah. Oh, if you add that to your bag, I'm sure you're going to be unstoppable, man. I mean, you already pretty much are when people try to guard you. I know you announced on social media a few days ago that you're running it back with North Alabama. Obviously,
Yeah.
you're in their practice facilities right now, which look very nice, by the way. I do want to point that out. Uh,
So
why? Why did you decide to return to North Alabama after a lot of people in your situation being able to enter the transfer portal the way that it is nowadays, averaging the numbers that you averaged, being able to try to take that next step to a high major program. What was it about North Alabama that made you choose, you know what, I want to run it back. I want to stick around with the Lions?
like the post I made, it said unfinished business, and I feel like that's what it was. I feel like a championship. That's what I want to. That's what I want to win. That's what I told myself when I first came here that I was gonna win the championship. So during the time, I feel like it was just unfinished business. So it was best for me to come back and finish what I want to achieve.
Yeah, and I definitely see North Alabama taking another step up this upcoming season. Obviously, with you leading the helm and the people around you, the coaching staff, your teammates, you guys have a great program there. What do you see as a leader of this team, the improvements that you guys as a whole need to make entering this upcoming season in order to really make that championship dream a reality?
It comes down to really just staying together. It's not gonna be a clean road. It's gonna be adversity through time. So I just say like just staying together, believing in each other, and just trusting the program.
Absolutely, man. I cannot wait to see what the Lions do next season. You already know I'm tuned in. I do some highlights for you here and there because you just have such
All right.
great highlights to work off of. So I'm sure I'll be doing that a lot during the 2024-25 season, man. Congrats on a great season this year and best of luck next season, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you for having me on here, man.
Absolutely. Anytime.